This fighter here training with Umar Nurmagomedov on the bottom is Magdi Almakhov. Amateur fighter with a record of 2-1, all fights in 2024. From the first day he met Merab Dvalishvili in the United States, he formed a good friendship with him. He asked, "Where are you staying?" And I pointed towards my car. "That's where I'm living." He laughed and said, "No, come stay with me in my home." I think he saw the potential in me. We arrived in his huge house and he gave me a room. And now he's training with Umar Nurmagomedov, helping Umar to beat Merab in what some people call the ultimate betrayal. Almakhov defends himself by saying, "For me, Merab is a close friend who extended a helping hand during a difficult period for me, and I will always remain grateful to him. Umar is my countryman and brother in faith." Merab is a close friend who helped you during a difficult time, and Umar is your brother? I'm confused. It's ignited Georgian-Russian rivalries, insults like sheep being thrown around. "You are a sheep traitor." Talking about Almakhov. Merab welcomed you with an empty pocket when no one needed you. "I certainly wish Umar to win. I can say this is my countryman here, but not like you. That's the price of your close friendship." Are you helping Umar against Merab and you call this friendship? Sheep. Leave Merab and help Umar train against Merab? Shame on you. Other Georgian supporters and Merab supporters calling him a rat. Opposing point of view is he's friends with both. I'm sure he would help Merab too if Merab needed him in his camp, and he would never do anything unethical to give an unfair advantage to either side, and both guys know it. He rolled with Umar a little bit, no big deal. I'm sure he would roll with Merab as well if he asked him. Merab greeted you, gave you life when you only had a car. We Georgians don't tolerate such actions. Even everyone thinks that we're outsiders. We'll prove them. All these Russians commenting how Umar will win. It's just prejudice like many things in Russia. Ooh, do something about it then. Slap them then. What are your thoughts on all this? Let me know in the comments. Jan Blachowicz says John Jones is calling out Alex Pereira because he's a little bit afraid of Tom Aspinall. Aspinall, somebody who can really stop him and beat him. Yep, he is, but there is increasing confidence that that fight will happen. Aspinall versus Jones. Blachowicz wanted to fight Jones when he became the light heavyweight champion, but it never materialized. Bitcoin's price been dropping. Some suggest it's because the U.S. economy is doing well, so they may not lower interest rates, making the dollar stronger unless people want to buy Bitcoin. Also, with higher interest rates and inflation, people are more careful with investments like crypto. Money Moicano ain't afraid of any dips in the Bitcoin market. Just bought 10K in Bitcoin. Enjoy this dip. It's not going to last long because if Trump fulfills his promises on the first day, Bitcoin will explode. Telling this to people that don't have exposure to Bitcoin yet. Maybe this is the last opportunity. This is not financial advice. Study Bitcoin. Moicano's been studying Bitcoin. Moicano's also been studying Dariush because he's fighting Dariush. Saturday, January 18th, UFC 311, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Where does Kevin Lee fit in? Well, he fits in with the GFL. He's going to be fighting for the GFL. He's signed with the GFL. He'll be drafted by a GFL team on the 24th of this month. Talking with Ariel Helwani about the 50-50 split with the athletes and the GFL. He says if we're doing a 50-50 split with the fighters and the promotion doesn't work, and that's what we see here, then it's going to give transparency as to what this sport actually is. And if it is an actual sport, if you can only pay guys 18% on the back end, and that's the only thing that works in this sport, well, it's not really a sport. This is more a bunch of poor guys fighting for billionaires' chump change. We're fighting for the tips. 18% is what you pay the waitress at Applebee's. Kevin Lee wanted to get back into the UFC, but it did not happen. He ended up fighting in a regional promotion in Michigan, and he won that fight in September, and now he returns to the GFL. April 4th will be the first GFL event. That's what Kevin Lee says. And Cain Velasquez says one team is going to be in Dubai, and he's going to be the team manager for that Dubai team, assuming everything goes well with his sentencing on the 24th of this month. Ozzy Diaz training with Sean Strickland at Extreme Couture. Diaz fights Jorgen Santos in March in the UFC, and Sean Strickland fights next month against DDP, trying to get that belt back. Borralho training with Alex Pereira. Borralho's talked about moving up to 205 to take some fights there. And he could do it. He doesn't necessarily look small against the champ at 205, and Alex Pereira, who is also another migrant from the middleweight division, to 205. Conor McGregor looking to buy a League of Ireland team or two. That's the top tier football league in the nation. Prices to buy a team range from around €1 million to around €4 million. Conor may get $250 million to box Logan Paul in an exhibition in India later this year. Roman Dolidze celebrating Christmas in Georgia. They celebrate on January 7th. Dolidze lit up Kevin Holland like a Christmas tree in their last fight, but Kevin Holland is right back on that horse again next week, taking on Rainier de Ritter, and he is favored to win that fight. During fight week, the UFC provides some of the food like this for athletes cutting weight.
Comidinhas que vem. Tem esse frango, tudo agora pra hoje, né? A salada de frango é uma delícia. Só veio duas até. Ovo, com algum cremezinho, chives, não sei o que é chives, vou procurar depois. Isso daqui é uma delícia, é um cheesecake saudável. Nossa, muito bom. As frutinhas, tem sweet pra depois e tem esse biscoito. Eles mandam esse biscoitinho pra tomar de pré-treino. E ele é de mel, é uma delícia. Olhando no fundo, tem a roca e o cafezão.
Amanda Ribas is headlining the card Saturday against Mackenzie Dern. Their first fight, she won a decision, and Ribas is again favored to win this fight, probably by decision again. Former UFC fighter Jeremy Kimball fighting in Croatia on February 15th. The UFC doesn't have any Croatian fighters at the moment, but one championship has one of the best in Roberto Soldic, who's fighting February 20th at 171 in Qatar. Aaron Till said he posted a video of Trump once and got his Instagram taken down, and he's asking Zuckerberg if he can get it back, because Zuckerberg said this.
US. After Trump first got elected in 2016, the legacy media wrote non-stop about how misinformation was a threat to democracy. We tried in good faith to address those concerns without becoming the arbiters of truth. But the fact-checkers have just been too politically biased and have destroyed more trust than they've created, especially in the US. So over the next couple of months, we're going to phase in a more comprehensive community notes system.
Renan Barão started his career 34-1 and has gone 2-9 since. One of the biggest collapses ever. Yeah, he comes to mind. BJ Penn comes to mind. Tony Ferguson comes to mind. And his decline is still going. He still wants to continue after 8 straight losses in the UFC, going deeper into the depths of hell, the 7th layer of hair. Wish Renan Barão would retire. I'm sure he's a great person, but the brain damage is irreversible. Kevin Holland, no, that's not the right trivia answer. I would have guessed that too. 5 fights in the span of just over 10 months in 2018. What's the question? So you're a politics channel now? Nah. And trivia question of the day, who was the first UFC champion to lose their title due to missing weight? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and share, and donate via Super Thanks.